let's get going from where we had left in the last session. So in the last session, we looked at the different data types, right? We looked at text, email, date, phone number. We created different custom fields using these data types. We also looked at the pick list and the multi-select pick list. And we also created the dependency, the field dependency. We also looked at the importance of the indexing, index field. And towards the end, we were discussing about the different types of object limits. So let's go to the system and let's go to the student master. We had also created a couple of sample student records. So today we are going to create few more objects and we are going to create a few more custom fields in these objects. We are also going to discuss about the different relationships, different types of relationships, and we'll also look at the schema builder today to create the next object, that is student marks, and the different custom fields that we are supposed to create as part of the student university. So let's first of all understand the different types of relationships. So the first type of relationship that we have is the master detail relationship. It is also called as the parent-child relationship. And just like in real life, we as children, we inherit a lot of things from our parents, right? Our looks, our features, characteristics, many things, right? We inherit from our parents in real life. So similarly here, also the child object, it inherits a lot of things from the parent object, especially the look and feel and the security. So in a master detail relationship, in a parent-child relationship, the child will always inherit the look and feel, the security from the parent. And it's a tightly coupled relationship as compared to the lookup relationship, which is yet another type of relationship, which is a loosely coupled relationship. Master detail relationship or the parent-child relationship is a tightly coupled relationship, which means that fortunately or unfortunately, if you have to delete the parent, the child will automatically get deleted. It also means that the child or the detail object cannot exist without the master or the parent. So the master or the parent object has to be there. It has to exist. Only then the child can be able to exist. And couple of things like the cross object field update and roll up summary field. We'll come to the roll up summary field, but as of now, just keep in mind that it is a special type of a formula field. It's a read only formula field, can be only created on a master detail relationship. The cross object field update and the roll up summary is only possible in a master detail relationship or a parent child relationship. On the other hand, now if you look at the lookup relationship, so lookup relationship, as I said, it's a loosely coupled relationship. Lookup relationship also has a parent and a child, but the child does not necessarily inherit the look and feel, the security from the parent, and the child can exist independent of the parent, independent of the master. So even if you delete, even if you remove the parent or the master, even if the parent or the master cease to exist, the child can still exist. And cross object field update and lookup summary, etc., are not possible in a lookup relationship, right? And we also have two other types of relationships. Rather, we have a many-to-many relationship, which is also known as junction object, which we will discuss in some time. Just as of now, just keep in mind that we have a third type of relationship, which is called as a many-to-many relationship or a junction object. And what it is and what are the characteristics and the properties, we'll come to that in a little while after we understand the master detail and the lookup relationship, after we create the master detail relationship. And we also have a fourth type of relationship, which is only for the user object, which is the hierarchical relationship, which is not very common and not talked about. But for all of your information, we do have a hierarchical relationship, but it is only there for the user object. So let's create another object, student mark, and we'll also create a couple of custom fields in the student mark object. But now for creating this object, we'll use the schema builder. Right? So on the left hand side bar, under build, under develop, you have schema builder. So this is a tool which is frequently used, which is most commonly used by the administrators and the developers to create objects and the custom fields. So just do a clear all and just select the object for your student master university. I think we had named it SM, right? SM student master. Here it is, right? SM student master __ C. So you can graphically see here, this is your already created custom objects, and you can also see the API names of all the custom fields and the standard fields also that you had created last time. So now to create a new object using the schema builder, you can go to elements tab on the left hand side and just drag and drop object, right? So the label that you have to give is SM student. Right? This is the next object that we are creating. Rather, you can just name it as student mark, and the plural label you can suffix it with marks S. Go by default for rest of the things, and in the data type you can make it as a auto number, and you can choose to use the display format as say SM marks hyphen curly brackets 0000 curly brackets closed and starting number be 1. This is just the display format. You can allow it in reports, activities, track field history, and always ensure that it is in deployed mode. And this option, add Google Docs, notes, and attachments related list to default page layout. This is only there for the first time. Check this and say save. Now you have successfully created the second custom object, which is student marks, and you can see the standard fields have automatically got created by, last modified by owner, etc. etc. Now having created the custom
Here we don't see the security settings, is it?
Security settings, like what?
I remember when we created first time we had that security things, right? So in schema builder we don't see them here.
No, which security settings are you referring to?
I mean, to which profile this particular object should be available and
Okay, okay, yeah. That you don't see here. That you don't see here. But if you'll go to the setup in the UI, and if you'll look at the object there, you will be able to see all of that there. Okay. Now let's create few custom fields in the student marks as well. So you can see here on the left hand side bar, you can see all the data types here as well, right? You can see auto number, formula, roll up summary, then all types of relationships, lookup, hierarchy, master detail, as well as you can see checkbox, currency, date and time, email, number, etc., etc. So let's create a custom field of data type number. Just drag and drop into the object in which you want to create the custom field, and the field label be, so we want to capture the student marks, and length I think is more than sufficient. Not sure about decimal places if you want to capture, and that's it. Say save. So you can see that a custom field with the API name SM student marks underscore underscore C of data type number has been created. Let's create one more custom field of data type number, and I also want to capture the student semester. Student semester, and the length can be, I think 10 is sufficient. They save. Okay. So now you can see student semester has also been created, and now let's capture the student subject. So for that we will be using a pick list data type, and let the field label be.
Samir, why did you go for both the custom fields number?
Yeah, because I am capturing the student marks, right? So marks is going to be a number,
And semester?
and the student semester is also going to be number. It will be a number, integer.
Yeah. Okay.
Clear? Student subject, and you can enter some values here, like say English, the science, social studies, maths, physics, chemistry, biology, etc., etc. I think it's enough. And say save. So we have successfully created 3 custom fields: student mark, student semester, and student subject. And now we'll create a master detail relationship between student master and student marks, whereas student master will become the parent and student marks will become the child, or student master will become the master and student marks will become the detail. So just choose master detail relationship and drag and drop, and you label like SM marks to student. This is the relationship field that we are creating. It's related to which object? SM student master. Child relationship name is SM student marks. And you can either give a read only or a read write access. Let's give a read write access. And here you see an option related list label, right? So we are going to create a student marks related list in student master. which will give you the ability to create child records from the parent itself. So you can create, say, marks or activity from student master itself. And here you also see one more option, which is reparentable master detail, which means that tomorrow, because of some design change or some realignment, some structural changes, you have to reparent this child to some other parent, right? Today, student marks, you are making it as a child to student master. Tomorrow, say you have to make it as a child to, say, activity master. So check this option. If you foresee that any such thing can happen, child records can be reparented to other parent records after they are created. Okay, reparentable master detail and save. So you can see here, this is a master detail relationship between student master and student marks.
So in case of reparentable, right? If master record gets deleted, what would happen for child in that scenario when it's a reparentable?
So if it is, so it will get deleted. If master gets deleted, means child will also get deleted.
Okay.
Even if you select reparentable, now I have selected it as reparentable, but if I delete the master, this child will not exist. Forget
Okay, so
about reparenting him.
when would it be useful in that case, reparentable?
It will be useful. Say today you have decided, as per the data modeling, you have decided that today student marks is a child or a detail to student master.
Right.
Okay, but tomorrow due to some changes you decide that no, I think we have to make marks as the child to student activity or student
Okay.
activity custom object, right?
Okay.
So in that case, then you will establish a master detail relationship between student marks and student activity master, in which student activity master will become the master or the parent, and mark will still be the child, right? But
In
if
that
you
case, I
delete,
would.
yeah,
If I delete it,
yeah, yeah.
it goes regardless. Okay. And in
Yes,
that
yes.
case, if I am reparenting it, I have to again create a new relationship, right? Like in between those
Yes,
two
yes.
entities.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you.
So can a child have like two parents, Samir?
Yes, it can have, and that is the next topic that I just
Okay.
mentioned, many-to-many relationship, the junction object that I talked about.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
in junction object, you exactly have the same thing. A child has two parents.
Okay. So I have one more question here. So here
Mhm.
one field student marks to student, right? That is mapped to student marks is mapped to basically the parent. So from mother parent, if some other field is mapped to, for example, the student SEM is marked to some other parent, and the
No,
first
no,
parent got,
here, no,
yeah.
Ajay, so here the full child object, which is student marks, is mapped to student master. It's not that only this SM marks to student, this relationship field is only marked. This entire object is a child or a
Okay.
detail to the student master. Yeah, this is only the relationship field. You'll get a clarity. Let me just go back. Let me just close this. Okay, and let's go back to the UI. Let's go back to the setup. Let's go to, let me refresh this page. Right, so you can still see student master on the top horizontal ribbon, right? Although we have created the second custom object as well. So why is it so? Why can't I see student marks? Anyone?
I suppose you didn't create tab, right?
Tab, yes.
You just
Yeah, correct. Yeah, absolutely. So let's create a tab and let's go to build. Let's go to create and let's go to tabs and let's click on new. Let's select the object, student mark. Let's select the tab style, say sun. Click on next. Just go by default here. And here Salesforce is asking, you want me to include this tab in which all apps? So I'll say include it only in Student Master University. And this option append tab to users existing personal customization be checked and click on save. And now you can see student marks as well on the top horizontal ribbon. Click on student marks and click on the quick access menu, go to the object definition. So here you can see the student mark object, the second custom object, that is student marks. And you can see the object name here, you can see the API name, and you can see all the options that we had enabled. Enable reports, track activities, track field history, deployment status, allow search, and you can see the standard fields, and you can also see all the custom fields and relationships that we created using the schema builder, right? These are the fields that we created, the custom fields and the relationship fields. You can see we have created the first master detail relationship, and it also gets indexed automatically. And a default, a system generated page layout has also got created, which is SM student mark layout.
Which get indexed automatically, did you say? Name, is it?
The relationship field.
Okay, okay, sorry. Relationship field. Oh, okay. Automatically
Yeah.
indexed.
Yeah, indexed. Okay, so let's also create few sample student mark records now. Let me click on new. But here now I can only see the relationship field, right? The master detail relationship field, SM marks to student. But I thought we created few more custom fields like student, subject, semester, marks. Why can't I see them here?
I don't know. Maybe you should add in this layout, is it? I don't know. By default, shows only for one field.
No, the fields are not created for this particular object, right? Huh?
No, it's
No,
not.
they are created for this one.
On this
They are
object.
created.
Right.
Yeah. You can see here, if you go to the object definition, you can see this is the custom object, student marks, and you can see the custom fields and relationship. It has been created for this object only, but you can only see this one right now, which is the master detail. So I think what Mahesh said is right. You have to make it part of the layout. Let's go to the student mark layout and see.
So by default, it was showing the relationship field, is it, in the layout?
Yeah.
Oh.
So here you can see now in the layout it's not there. Only the relationship field is there. So the other fields, the other custom fields are there at the top of the page. So you just need to drag them and make them part of the page layout.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
You
so
go to
now
page
you can
layout
see,
and the
now you
field.
can see the marks to student, student semester, subject, and marks, right? And just do a save now. Okay, just do a refresh now. Now you can see all the fields, custom fields as well as the relationship field. So suppose now I click on this lookup icon and I want to award some marks to this student, student master 1, okay, for semester 3, subject. Oops, I think we need to correct this. Let's choose physics for the time being. Marks, say 101. Okay, let me create one more student mark record, say for student master 2. But now here, if you see, I cannot make out who is student master 1, who is student master 2, who is student master 3. I can't remember, right? So there is a way to correct this, which is the search layout. We'll see that. Let me right now award it to student master 2, although I'm not sure who student master 2, whether it is Ajay, Mahesh or Kapil. Now mind, semester 3, say for maths, minus 45. Okay. So first of all, let's correct the pick list for student subject. Save. Yeah, now it's fine. And let's go to student master. Let's go to the object definition. And if you scroll down, you have something called as search layout. Okay. And in the search layout, you have lookup dialog. Let's click on edit. And here, just select those fields from the available fields which you want to be part of the lookup dialog. So say I want to see student name, I want to see the student email ID, his department, his country, and his status, and maybe the honor alias and the created by. This is sufficient. Click on save.
And the relationship name is mandatory, is it? And
No, if you want, you
lookup.
can. Yeah, you can remove it. So
So it's
now,
what you're telling me is when I do a lookup, what fields I see in the lookup window, is it? What all fields from the
yeah,
master
yeah,
object, right?
correct, correct. Yeah, yeah, correct. So now let's go to student marks and click on new. And now if I click on this lookup, now do you see the change? Do you see the difference? Now I can be able to make out who is Ajay, who is Mahesh, who is Kapil. Right? I should not be awarding the marks incorrectly. Right? So now student master 3 I know is Kapil. Student master 1 I know is Mahesh. And student master 2 I know is Ajay. So let me award it to student master 3 for semester 4 for subject chemistry. Marks is 89. Save. Okay. And you also have one more thing. Let me close this. Let's go to say student master 1. Okay. So right now you see that I have opened the student master 1, and in the related list I can see open activities and activity history. But I want the ability that I want to create child records, say from the parent. I want to create marks or activity from student master. Or say from activity master, I want to add students to the particular activity. So how do I do that? Let's see that. Let's go to student master object definition. And if I scroll down, let's go to the page layout once again and select related list. Now here I can see the student marks, right? SM student marks. So I'll just drag and drop it here as part of the related list. So now student marks is part of the related list. And if you see here, you can also, if you want, you can click on this hyphen like icon and it will get removed. Okay, if you want to remove it in future, and you see this banner like icon, click on that and you can select all the fields that you want to see here. So say I want to see the student semester, subject and marks. Okay, and say okay and click on save. So if you do a quick save, it will save and remain on the same page. If you do a save, it will save and come out of the layout. Okay. And now if you go to student master, say I'm in student master one. So can you see here in the, I will open up the Epic Pen, just a minute. So can you see this related list of student marks? So right here you can see the student marks, semester, subject, marks, everything you can be able to see here itself. Right? And if you want to add also, you can do it from here. New student mark for this student for semester 2, say for in Hindi, marks 67, save. Right? So now if you go to student master 1, you can see. Clear?
Samir, let me
Yeah.
summarize it. So related lists are basically for childs, right? So you went to page layout and drag the student mark so that you can see the childs of that particular student record, right?
Yeah.
So it means that activities and activity history are also the childs of master, is it?
Activity and activity
Child
history.
activity history, right? So they are also appearing in related list, correct? So are they childs of?
No,
Because
they
we
are
don't
not.
get it.
No, they are not child. They are basically special. You can say special. There are events and tasks. There is a standard object called activities, right? So in activities you have events and tasks. So activities are appearing as the related list. And if you remember, we had in fact enabled it while we created the custom object. We had only chosen to appear. We had only chosen to
Correct.
appear the, yeah, the
So internally,
activities.
Salesforce does those kind of configuration,
Yes,
right? To
yes.
show it as a
Yeah, yeah.
related.
Correct. Because we had said track activities, right? Track activities.
Correct.
That's why, yeah.
Correct.
So that's why in the student master, so if you open up, say, student master 2, so this is showing. But if you want, you can remove it. Go to the page layout. If you don't want it to be part of the page layout, if you don't want it to be part of the related list, you can remove it. Okay. Say I go to the student master page layout. So in the related list, I don't want to see open activities and activities, please. So I can just Any questions, guys? Any queries? Any doubts, etc.?
I have a quick query here. I don't know. I think I'm the one who is asking a lot of questions, not giving time to others here. When I go to student master, right? So it first allows me to create a new record, is it? I want to know how the sequence, like, can you go to student masters one? Okay, so here I can't delete a record. It always shows me a new button. It seems to me that, right?
Okay, you want to delete a record? You can do that. Just click on that record and just say delete. It will get deleted.
Oh, again, I have to go to different. That's where my question was basically. I see a new record always, right? On the same screen, I can't delete it, is it? I have to drill down.
Yes, yes, yes. You have to drill down. On this screen, you can't
Oh, okay, okay.
delete.
Because I always see that new button there. So I was just wondering,
Hmm.
like, how can I delete it here itself?
You have to drill down. You have to open up the record and you can delete it.
Oh, I have, even if I want delete or edit, I have to traverse to this view and do that. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, yes, yes.
Interesting. Why Salesforce chose to give this
Yeah,
way?
yeah. And
Maybe they
you
could have.
can see the related list here also. If you hover your mouse here, right? So the same, the student mark record for this student, Mahesh, what you see here in the
Yeah.
related list, you can be able to see here also. If you hover your
Okay.
mouse like this, you can also add the student mark from here.
Can we customize it to delete from the main view? Like, if is it possible? Yeah. The original student master's view.
Yeah, it is possible. It is possible. But you'll have to use Visual Force and you'll have to use the
Yeah,
custom
some
controller.
customization, I suppose.
Yeah, yeah. Custom controller. And all. You can do that. Anything else, guys? Any questions? Any queries? Any doubts? Anyone else?
So this lookup relationship object, Samir, that will goes all the time on the child object.
We haven't created a lookup relationship. You mean to say the lookup dialog thing?
Yeah, dialog thing. Yeah, it always goes on the child object only.
So basically, if you want, you can do that on the student, say now from, so it's not only from child, it can be from parent also. Okay, so say for example, student marks. Now here, when I click on new, since I have this is a relationship field, right? This is the relationship between the student master and student mark, right? So here basically, essentially what I am selecting is the which student master record you want to award new mark, right? So that's why
Right.
you're clicking on the lookup. But if say you can also do that, say from student master, say if you click on new, so we don't have any lookup field here, but if you create a lookup field here also, you can be able to do from master also, not
Yeah.
limited to
So
child only.
right. In that case, I can
Yeah, yeah.
allocate marks to particular record in student masters.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Can do that.
Okay. It doesn't have to be necessarily on the child object
No, no,
only.
no.
Okay.
No, no, no. It can be on the master also.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, so now,
In this, I kind of lost track here. Did we create a master detail relationship or a lookup relationship?
master detail relationship. We have created a master detail relationship. You can see here in student mark object definition, we created a master detail relationship. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So now let's understand about the many-to-many relationship or the junction object. Right. So say, for example, let me use the Excel sheet. So assume that you have few candidates, right? And on the other hand, you have few job openings. So you have candidate 1, candidate 2, candidate 3. Similarly, you have job opening. You have job opening 1, job opening 2, job opening 3. So now it's possible that this candidate, say candidate C1, he feels that he is eligible and he fulfills the criteria to apply for multiple job openings, right? He feels that he's eligible, he can apply for job opening 1 as well as job opening 2 as well as job opening 3. Same candidate is applying for multiple job openings. Possible, right? Similarly, one job opening, right? Same job opening, say job opening 1, candidate 1 has applied, candidate 2 also applies for job opening 1, candidate 3 also applies for job opening 1, and candidate 3 also applies for, say, job opening 2, right? So one candidate is applying for multiple job openings. C1 has applied for job opening 1, job opening 2, job opening 3. C3 has also applied for job opening 1 and job opening 2. C2 has only applied for job opening 1. So this is a many-to-many relationship. And how will they apply to these job openings? Probably, say, maybe they'll use a resume or a CV or a job application, which is a junction object in this case. So job application here becomes the junction object. It has two master detail relationships. It has two-way master detail relationships. On one hand, it has a relationship. It has a master detail relationship with candidate. On other hand, it has a relationship with job opening. So the first master detail relationship becomes the primary master detail relationship. And the second master detail relationship that you create becomes the secondary master detail relationship. So in this case, job application is the child object. It has got two different parents or masters. On one hand, it has candidate as master or the parent. On the other hand, it has job openings as master or parent. And job application is the child object. So this child object will inherit the look and feel, the security from the first master detail relationship, from the first master or the first parent, which is candidates. Or if it is job openings that you create first, then it will inherit from job openings. Clear?
So how does how does first and second? I mean, how does the Salesforce know
Sequence.
which is person?
in
Oh,
the
it is
sequence.
sequence.
Yeah. The first that you create, it will become the primary master detail relationship. The second that you create will become the secondary master detail relationship.
In that case, if I delete candidates, job application record gets deleted, is it?
If you delete candidate object, custom object,
Yeah.
no, it
Correct.
won't get deleted
Record.
in that case because So if you delete a candidate record, okay, then
Correct.
what is your question?
Does job application record get deleted because I have kind of a master detail relationship, right?
Yes, it will get deleted.
What
It
about
will
job
get deleted.
openings?
But if you are you are saying you are only deleting that particular record, is it?
Correct.
Candidate
See,
one
now you
record.
said
Yeah.
that, you said that primary candidates is your kind of, for security, primary master.
Master.
Job
Yeah.
openings is your secondary master, correct?
Yeah.
So typically in master detail relationship, I delete master and child gets deleted, right? So in such
Yeah.
scenario, does it apply here also if I delete candidate?
Yeah. Yes.
What about
It
job
will.
openings? Since it is a secondary master, right? So if I delete job openings, would the job application get deleted?
Since it is a secondary. So
Yeah.
in that case, you are saying that you delete job opening one record. So in
Uh,
that case, also the job application will get
Deleted. Yeah, my question
deleted or
is,
no?
yeah.
Yes, it will. It will get deleted because it's a master detail relationship. Only thing is, it is a secondary master detail relationship because you have created it later, right? But it is a master detail relationship. So if you will delete the job opening, it will delete the job application also.
So what is the significance for, I mean, what is the significance of primary in that case? How does it affect in terms of functionality?
Only thing is the look and feel and the security, right, of the child object will be inherited from primary.
Okay, the security aspect is inherited from primary, is it? Okay.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
Okay.
So I have one more. So say the candidates is primary and job openings is secondary. The candidates got deleted, and I have created another object, another custom object, and created a master data relationship to job application. So the job openings now will be stay as secondary, or it becomes primary.
They will become primary.
Okay.
It will become primary now because you have deleted the primary now, so it will take
Yeah.
up the role of primary, and the third object now that you have created will become the secondary.
Okay. So it will be
Yeah.
in sequence.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Can I switch it like, okay, now when I create it this way, but later on I want to switch it. Okay, I want to make the candidate as secondary. I mean, is it possible? Like in future, I will
No.
switch the roles. No. Okay.
No. Only thing is you'll have to delete it and you'll have to do it. No, you can't do it any other way.
Okay.
So one student can write many exams and have one or more marks against each subject. Student can write many exams and can have one or more marks against each subject. Similarly, if you look at activities in a university, say you'll be having many activities like tennis or say baseball, cricket, chess, dance, arts, badminton, many activities. So one student can participate in more than one activity. Also, each activity, say for example tennis, you can have more than one student take part in tennis. Say I think in tennis is 4, say baseball is 22, I think, right? So this is the another use case for many to many relationship. One student, many marks. It's also called as cardinality, data modeling. So the student mark, it had one relationship field, right? Mhm. Or you can say linking to student master. In junction object, it should have two relationship fields. One relationship is towards the student master, and the second relationship is towards the activity master that we will create in some time. The third custom object will be the activity master. The look and feel and security will be inherited from the first master detail relationship. Right? So you may have a question, say, do I have the option of going to a student master record and directly select an activity on the master instead of going on the junction object and creating a record there? Right? Say you would like to get a list of students who are part of a particular activity, or get a list of activities a student is part of. Right? So all of that is possible, can be done. So we also looked at the search layout, at page layout, and we also looked at the related lists. So it basically provides you the ability to create child records from the parent. That is, say, create marks or activity from student master. Say now from activity master, you want the ability to add new students to the activity, that can also be. So you will get maybe you get 100 requirements from the client, from the customer. So you have to see how many can be solved declaratively. That should be the priority, right? And how many can be solved programmatically using Apex, VF, etc., etc., HTML, CSS, JavaScript, JS libraries, right?
One quick question here. I mean, probably you already told, but I kind of missed that. In MS to M, this junction object, right? That junction object I can see as a related list, right? In either of the parents.
Yeah, if you want, you can see that as a related list. No
Okay.
issues. Just like you are seeing student marks, right? If you
Correct.
want to see this function object also, you can see that. Okay, during the break, we had a question from Mahesh. In search layouts, I see lots of them. What is their significance? So just as we saw, right, in the search layout, we have lookup dialog. So if we click on the lookup dialog, we can select the columns that we want to display out there so that we can identify, right? Similarly, the other day we customize the list view, right? If you go to student master, go to the object definition here, the search layout for student master. So the other day we customized the student masters tab, right? This column, then we customized it and then we added all these fields. So after that we were able to see, right? If I click on student master now, here I can see, I can be able to see now so many columns so that I can make out, okay, which record is Mahesh, whether he's active, he's suspended, he's from which department, he's from which country, everything I can see here itself, right? And today we customize the lookup dialog, right? So we were only seeing this when we tried to create a new student mark record. So then we added these all feeds. And now we know when we want to create, when we click on say student mark, I want to create a new student mark record. If I click on this lookup dialog, I can be able to make out, okay, that I want to award the marks to Kapil, Ajay or Mahesh. Earlier I was only seeing this, the student master name. So that is the significance, Mahesh, I would say.
So basically detailing.
Yeah, detailing.
Right.
Search layouts, different layouts for search. That's it. So you have few other things here like the student master list view, phone dialog, lookup phone dialog. All that also can be customized.
Right. This would be more useful in job application example you mentioned, me, right?
Yeah.
Because
So where would
there
I
will be
use it? Yeah, sure, go ahead. Sorry.
yeah, so there will be multiple people applying for multiple jobs, right? Then we
Yeah.
will be uh, when we can have the fields what we want to see using the search layouts, then we would know whoever had applied to which job.
Yeah. Correct. You can use it there as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's move on. And next is Let's create.
What is just? I'm sorry. So what is for search used for? Like we have lookup, I understood. Like you just showed. What is for search layout used for?
Yeah, these are the different type of search layouts. Like we have lookup dialog, then for student master tab if you want to customize. So these are the different types of layout, like search results, lookup dialog, lookup full
Where do we
dialog.
use search results?
Search results are these, right? You have this global search, you have this quick find search, right? So if you want to customize these are the search results.
So likewise, in the previous class, we didn't have the multi-select pick list in the global search. Is that right? If I believe,
Yeah, yeah.
then we can
So that
customize
is,
that to search layout.
yeah, we can, no. So basically, say what we saw in the other class was that there are few fields which can be searched. There are few
Right.
fields which can't search, right? So now, say suppose a field that is set as an external ID or an email field, right? Say if it is searchable, right? So if it searches and what all columns you want to display, if you only wanted to show the, say the student master name, that is studmast 0001 or say 0002, or you also want to see few other details like the student name, department, country, status, etc., etc. So that thing you can customize here in search results.
Right.
Right
Yes.
now, it is only set as student master name. So say if you search, say I want to search, say I search Mahesh at the rate, say maybe SU or sm.com, whatever. I don't remember what email ID I had given. And I say search. So suppose say if it is able to find, if it is able to locate, right? So it will, right now it will only show you the student master name, that is SM studmast 0001 or 0002. But if you want to see more information here, so you can customize it in the search results, and you can select, say now, right now it has searched, right?
Right.
Mahesh at the rate S. So it is only showing me the student master name. But here now I would like to see a lot of other columns. I would like to see the name, the department, city, country, etc., etc. So that this can be customized in the search
Search layout.
results. Yeah,
Okay.
search results. Okay.
Yeah.
I hope you got the answer.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Okay. So now next is, let's create one more object using the schema builder. Okay, let's create the activities master. Okay. So let's go to elements, just drag and drop object, and let's give it a label. So let's give it a label as SM activity master, and plural label be SM activity masters. Okay. Go by default for rest of the things. Data type can select as auto number, and display format be SM. Third act something like this, hyphen curly brackets 0000, curly brackets closed, starting number be 1. Allow it in reports, activities, track field history, and let it be in the deployed mode. Add Google Notes, Google Docs, attachments, related list to default page layout, and say save. So now you have created the third custom object for the student master app, and you can see the standard fields already got created. And now let's also create few custom fields here. So let's create a data type, say pick list, drag and drop, field label be say activity name, values be ns baseball, cricket, s and arts, badminton. It's enough. Let's create another custom field of data type, say number. Field name be say number of slots. Two is enough for length, and that's it. Go by default for rest of the things. And let's create one more custom field of data type, pick list, and label it as time slot. And the values be say morning, evening, afternoon, and say save. So we have created few custom fields here: activity name, number of slots, and the time slot. Whether that activity is available in a morning, afternoon, or evening slot. And let's also create a master detail relationship between activity master and student master. Okay, activity master will be the child or the detail object to the student master as well. So the field label here be say student master. It's related to which object? SM student master. Give read write access, and related list label be SM activities master. Let it be reparent table master detail and say save. So now we have created another master detail relationship. Okay. Now here the child or the detail object is the activity master and parent is the student master. Let's So here you have few more things in the schema builder. If you want to show the legend, you can see here on the top right hand side, lookup relationship, master detail relationship. Required field is a vertical red line. And if you want to hide relationships, you can choose to do that. If you want to show relationships, you can show that. If you want to display element labels, right now you're seeing the API names, right? You are seeing the API names of the custom fields. If you want to display the labels, you can do that. Let's close the schema builder. And now we have created the activity master, but still we can't see it on the top horizontal ribbon, right? So let's also create a tab for activity master. So on the left hand side bar, go to build. Under build you have create. Under create you have tabs. Click on new and select the object which you want to link to the tab, and here let's select say something moving, motorcycle as the tab for activity master. go by default here. This is all Salesforce security. And here, mention in which app you want it to be included, say in the student master university, and click on save here. Now you can see the activity master also on the top horizontal ribbon here. So again, now say if I want to create few sample records in the activity master, if I click on new, I can only be able to see currently the relationship field.
So
Right.
Samir, in Schema Builder, when you created this activity master, did you save it manually or it will get saved automatically?
I'm sorry, come again.
In the Schema Builder, you created this activity master, right?
Yeah.
So did you save it manually or it gets saved automatically when you go to other screen?
No, the
Like
moment.
here you are saving it manually in this screen, you see that, right? I didn't see you
Yeah,
save it.
there also when you created that particular object or a custom field, right? You say save at the last screen, right? You say save, so
Oh,
it
I
gets
didn't see.
saved. Yeah, yeah. There also.
You have to save it
So
manually.
I'll so so I'll just show you. If we create the next object, I'll just show you again. So right now also here you can see you can only see the relationship field, the master detail. Why is it so? Why am I not able to see the other fields that I created? The custom fields, other custom fields like the time slot, number of slots, activity name. Why am I not seeing them?
Yeah, you have to include in the layout, right?
Yeah. So let's go to the custom object, activity master, page layout. So here you can see activity name, number of slots, and time slot. So we have the activity name. Let's just bring it down. Activity name, number of slots, and time slot, and say save. Now if you go to the activity master, if you want to create a new record, now you can be able to see all the other custom fields as well. So say, let me click on this lookup icon, say for Mahesh, student master 1, say he is interested in tennis, number of slots 1, which time slot, morning he wants to play, save and new. Then say for student master 2, Ajay, he is interested in cricket, in 2 slots he wants to play, say morning and say evening he wants to play, save and new. Then for Kapil is interested in badminton in 1 slot, say afternoon slot, save and new. And then say again student master 1 Mahesh wants to play chess in 1 slot, say afternoon slot, save. Right, so these are all our student activity master records.
Now we are allowing the duplicate records, right?
Duplicate record as in?
Mahesh name has been given twice, I think.
Yeah, but the activity is different. Activity is different in both the cases.
Okay.
Mahesh, yeah, activity is different. Both the time I selected a different activity.
Okay.
So we will be creating the junction object many to many relationship. So first is the need or a. We looked at the use case and scenario. Second is we'll see how you did it. So basically, if you ask me, it's just another custom object. Only thing is it has two relationships. Both master detail relationships. Two different master objects. So if you see here also now, right now, if you look at the activity master, so you have one master detail relationship with the student master. So the junction object or the MTM, it has two relationship fields. Both are master detail relationships and both point to a different master object. Right. So that is the thing. So now I want to discuss about more very important thing regarding the limits. So we discussed about the design or the development limits last time. So I have a few questions for you guys. How many fields can you have, okay, in a standard or custom object? This is question number one. Second question is how many relationship fields can you have? Third is how many master detail fields can you have? And fourth question is how many lookups can you have? These are the four questions. So you can go to say, for example, student master, and if you go to the object definition, you'll get the answer. You'll find the answer here. If you scroll down in the object limits. So can any one of you tell me the answer to the first question? Forget about the other questions right now. Let's go by one. How many fields can you have in a standard or a custom object?
500.
Anyone else wants to try? Mahesh says 500.
That's what I did say. The Salesforce. I see it in your
Yeah.
screen.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Your answer is 500. What about Ajay, Kapil? What do you guys think?
So 500 is for only the custom fields, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
So,
can see.
the question is also custom fields only. I am asking how many
Yeah.
fields means
Then
custom fields only.
yeah,
Custom fields
500.
only 500. Okay.
Yep.
That's the right answer. That's the right answer. Absolutely correct. You can have
How about
500.
standard one?
So standard, there is no limit has been defined here. You can see. You can see here 4 of them don't have any limits as such. Standard fields. Okay. Okay. Next question. How many relationship fields can you have? That answer also you will find here in the object definition. If you scroll down in the object limits, how many relationship fields can you have?
40.
Okay. This was Ajay, right? Okay. What about you?
Yeah,
Kapil,
40.
Mahesh, 40? Okay. Correct. Is also right. Right. You can see here custom relationship fields 40. So custom fields you can have 500, okay, in a particular object, and custom relationship fields that you can have is 40. Just remember this. But there is a twist here. Okay, I'll come to the twist in some time. But before that, let's see the third question now. How many master detail relationships or fields can you have? Anyone?
When you say relationship fields, you're talking about lookup relationship, is it?
When I'm talking about relationship fields, no. When I say relationship fields means it can be any lookup or master detail or any.
Then 40, I would say.
Master detail fields?
Yes. Wait, fields. It's not relationship, right? The master detail fields.
Master detail fields, like right now, if you see, you are having none here in student master, right? We are in the student master object. You don't have any relationship field here. But if you go to, say, student mark object definition, you will see one there, right? You have created one there. This is the one, right? Master detail. And similarly, you have created one in the activity master also. If you go to activity master object definition, you have created one master detail field here. Right? So my question is, how many master detail relationships or fields you can have in an object?
So we can create 500 objects, custom objects. So we can have 500 master detail relationship fields.
No.
500 fields, not 500 objects.
Fields you can create, not 500
In
objects.
object.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fields. Sorry.
So right now, if you see carefully, let's go to. So if you see here, I am in the student master, right? So it says custom fields 500 is the limit. And why does it say 12 usage? Because we have used 12, right? We have created 12 custom fields. We can
Right.
create, yeah, we can create another, say, 488, right? 488, another 488 custom fields. If you count, these are 12. So we have used 12 out of 500, and that's why it says percentage used is 2%. So how many master detail fields? Very, very important interview question and certification question.
Is it 2? Because it looks like I searched. It's 2.
Okay, you have searched it. Is it Google searched? Okay.
Yeah.
What about others? Kapil, would like to give it a try?
I would say 40
Yeah.
maybe.
So sorry.
I'm just going.
Yeah, so Google is right here. Correct answer is 2. So how many lookups can you have now? If you can have two master detail relations, two master fields, then how many lookup relationships can you have?
2.
40.
42. Okay. Why do you say that? Why 40?
I did not create two master detail, right? If I choose to create two master detail, then I'll have 38. If I don't create, then I guess I can use 40 of them.
Yeah, correct. So it goes like this. Suppose I create one master detail relation. Okay, so I can have 39 lookup. If I choose to create two master detail, then I can have 38 lookup. And if I choose to create a zero master detail relationship, then I can have 40 lookup. Because the total number of relationship fields that I can have, if I have one master detail relationship, I can still have 39 lookups. If I choose to create two master detail relationship, I can still have 38 lookups. And if I choose not to create any master detail relationship, then I can still have 40 lookups. Right? So if you see here, this is the student master, right? So we haven't created any master detail relationship here. So I can clearly see limit is 40. Whereas in student marks, say activity master, I have created one master detail. So I will be able to create another.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you have two master details, you can have, you'll be able to have 38. So now the twist. Now the twist in the tail. The twist in the tail is, let's see the student master. Okay, let me close activity master. Student mark. Student master. Okay, so in the student master now, if you see, I have created 12 custom fields. Limit is 500. Usage is 2%. That's fine. I haven't created any relationship field. Usage is 0. Limit is 40. Percentage used is 0. This is fine. No issues at all. But if you go to student mark and if you carefully see, if you see here, the custom relationship fields, it says usage is 1, limit is 40, percentage used 2%. Why is it saying 1? Because we have used 1, right? We have used this one. This is the relationship field. We have used 1. So it says you have used 1 out of 40. But if you see here in the custom fields, it says usage 4, limit 500, percentage used is 1%. But now you will say custom fields, we have only used 3, right? Student subject, student semester, and student marks. These are the 3 custom fields. Why is it saying 4? It is saying 4 here.
We also have a lookup, right?
Where do we have a lookup?
So we have a
We have
master
a
detail.
lookup. We
We
don't
have
have a
a
lookup relationship.
no. I mean, we created a master detail relationship between
Yeah.
student master and student master mark.
Yeah.
So
That is a relationship field. That is a relationship field which it is already counting, right? In the number of relationship fields, it is already counting it here, right? This one. Custom relationship fields is 1. Why is it saying 4 as custom fields? We have created only 3 custom fields. You can verify this in Activity Master also. Go to Activity Master, and if you go to the object definition for Activity Master, here also you can see custom relationship field 1 out of 40, 2% used. It's fine because we have used 1, right? We have created 1 relationship field. But if you look at custom fields, here also it is saying 4 out of 500, used 1%. Why is it saying 4? We have created 3 here also. Number of slots, student must, number of slots, activity name, and time slot. So this means that it counts the relationship field also as a custom field. This implicates that it counts the relationship field also as a custom field. Okay. So if that is the case, then how many effective number of some fields can you have in a standard or object? Is it 500 minus 40, which is 460, or it will be 500 plus 40, which is 540?
It has to be 500 only, right? I mean, if I don't create relationship fields, then it will be 500.
Yeah, if you don't create relationship fields at all, then obviously yes, the answer is 500, and this is the scenario, right? But if you create, now we are discussing a scenario wherein you have
Okay.
created relationship also.
If you create, then it has to be 460, right? It has to be 460, I would guess.
What about Kapil and Ajay? What do you guys think?
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking also 460.
Okay, Kapil?
Yeah, 460.
Yeah, correct. So that is the right answer. It will be 500 minus 40. So in that case, effectively, you will be left with 460. You can have 460 custom fields in case you are also creating a relationship fields. Very, very important, and you can easily expect 2-3 questions from this in any interview on your certification.
Hey, I have a question here. I'm really kind of intrigued with the search thing, okay? Let's say on a, there are like 100 students, right? So if I go to our main object, how do I query? For example, all I see is a uh, new button there, right? Where do I query?
What do you want to query?
Let's say I have like student name. I want to query on student name there. I go to student master and yeah, here. So I want to query on student name. There are only 3 here. That's fine. Let's say there are 500 students in college. So how do I query here?
Yeah, so for that you will have to go to the developer console, okay, and you'll have to use the SOQL query, right? Salesforce SOQL query language. right? And there you can query. So go to your name. Below your name, you have developer console. You'll have to use the programmatic option. So this is the programmatic option that you have in Salesforce. So here at the bottom, you have something called as a query editor. Can you see this? At the bottom, you're having a query editor. And here you can enter the SOQL or the social query. So say, I'll show you.
No, but that is for developers, right? Like, you mean to say I have to customize it, is it?
Yeah. Here you can't
Ah.
query. Here you can't query.
No, where can I query? Let's say I want to query, right? This is a very, should be standard, right? I mean, I have 100 records, I want to query it. So, what is the option that Salesforce provides me here?
SOQL query. You'll have to use the SOQL query here in the developer console. Say you want to query a particular, say, student record, right? That is what your question is. So you'll have to use the SOQL statement, right? And you'll have to use the SOQL query.
No, but the end users wouldn't know SQL and all those things, right? It's hard
Yeah,
enough
so
to know
they
for.
can't query. They can't query. They can't query.
So,
They are not
so yeah,
supposed.
correct. So what is the option that Salesforce provides? I mean, SQL query, what you're trying to suggest is I have to customize it, Salesforce?
No, you don't have to
Pro.
no, you don't have to customize it. Say now, let me go to, say, let me go to the developer
I want to
console.
query Mahesh here. Student name as Mahesh, right?
Yeah, I'll show you how to do. So say I already have few here. Okay. So say let me show you. I have another app here. Say this one, getplacejob.com. Okay. Now in this I am having few custom objects, students, teachers, pens, get placed forms, etc. etc. So I am having a custom object students, and I am having few records here. And I am also having, say, pens as a custom object. And yeah, so this is my pens custom object. This is the object definition. Okay, I'm having a field here, custom field
Huh?
here, price. I'm having a custom field here, price. Okay, and I have created few records here. So these are all, say, Rama. So if you look at this record, so I'm just capturing the pen customer name and the price at which he's buying the pen. So now I want to query, say, okay, so this is a SOQL query that I have written. Select name from. So select is a keyword and name is the API name. You'll mention the API name of the field that you want to search. Then from again is a keyword, and then this pen underscore underscore C is the API name of the object on which you want to search, and then where again is a keyword, and then the condition where name is equal to Sameer. So say suppose you want to query Mahesh now. So you'll write something like select name from, and then the API name, say student master underscore underscore C, where name is equal to Mahesh, and it will search and show you the result. Say just do a just copy this and paste it here. Say
No, I get what you're trying to tell here. So in that particular view in our application, right? So I don't see any query option there. So
no,
what
so
does
it's not.
what?
So it's not
So for
there in
admin,
this.
so yeah, for admin there is in admin console there is no way we can run a query. And if you want to run a query, we have to go through the developer console. That's it, right?
Yeah, that's right.
No, not developer console is fine. That's not my question. Who uses I mean, end users don't use developer console, right? So I want to provide a option for querying. So what is the option I have here? Do I need to create a button and put a SQL query behind it, or what? Is there any other way?
I think that's like
No,
customizing the Salesforce application itself.
Yeah, that's my question. Do we need to customize it, or does Salesforce provide an option
the Salesforce
of
provides an option,
vanilla?
Mahesh.
Huh?
You are Salesforce is providing an option. You can give access to the end user to whom you want, right? If they need access
Huh? Huh?
to the developer console, if they want to search, they can do that. They can run a query there, not here in this classic UI, right? There you can go and the developer console and you can run the SQL query there.
Correct. No, that's fine. See, but end users, right? But
Are
typically,
you
why
trying to
would
say
end
you
user
want to
go
search
and
a
search
query
there?
for
There has to be some button, right? For creating a new record, I have a new button. For querying, is there any way that I can do it, or that means I have to go to the, I mean, end user have to go to developer console and do it. Is that the only way to do it?
Yes,
Wow, astonishing.
that's the that's the only way to do it. You can go to the developer console and you can query not because you see you give access to all kinds of users. Now you give access of Salesforce to your sales teams, to your marketing teams, to your service assurance teams, service delivery teams. Why would they need to query, right? They would be maybe getting access only to the sales cloud or the service cloud. They may be only creating cases or opportunities, accounts, etc., right? The normal end user. So, but if you say for example, if there is a developer in your team, right? So if
No, no,
he
no.
needs,
I think you didn't get my question here, Samir. See, my point is I don't care about, see, eventually application is used by end users, right? Now, there are 500 students and the end user wants to search certain name. That's a very standard requirement. So I'm just trying to understand here, how can
so if
as a
that is the
developer,
case, yeah,
Mhm.
as an end user, you have this now global search. Search it. Search a particular field that you want to search. Say you want to search,
No, but
say
global search
Mahesh.
doesn't allow me to search every field, right?
Yeah, but then you can search text. You can search text area long, email ID, all the fields which are tagged as external IDs. You can search all those. So if you want,
No,
as an
but
end
that
user, if you
retrieves
want to
me.
query,
No, that retrieves me every other entity, right? All the entities were email matches. So my specific question is like I have a specific object called student masters. It has got student name, so on, a lot of other information. And on this object, how does I provide the end user an option on uh, um, allowing him to query on certain field?
yeah. So that's what I am telling you. So say student master, right? Now these are
Correct.
the three records. You have got say in every record you have some 12 fields, right? Now as a
Mm-hmm.
end user, you want to search. Say you want to search. Say okay. Say Ajay, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or say Ajay at the rate say su.com, whatever. You want to search. There are 500 records. For example. On search, I think.
Yeah, but that is across all objects, right?
Yes, that will be across all objects. That will not, you are not specifying here a particular object. If you want to
Correct.
search in a particular object, then you
Correct.
have to go for SOCL only. You have to go for SOCL only where you specify that, okay, you already know that, okay, in this particular object, I need to search name or I need to search a particular custom field that you want to query. So then you have to go for SOCL only. This will be
Okay, and
across.
that
It will
means
search
that I
across.
can give a button. Can I give a button on that particular
Yes.
whatever the student master and run a circle behind that button?
Yes, you can do that, but then you'll have to make use of the visual force there. You'll have to
That's okay.
customize the
That is
code,
at least
the custom controller and all. Yeah.
That's fine. I mean, I was shocked when when you told that you have to use developer console. Why would an end user use a developer? Why would a sales agent
No,
use a developer?
end user, if you want, say, suppose there is a there is a person, there is a, say, a developer, he needs to get access, you can do that. But in normal, scenario, the end
Yeah,
user
the
also,
business.
they say a sales team. Okay, why would
Huh?
he ever need to query or need a, search button or a query button using a VF page? Why does he need to do that? He will maximum, he will use the sales cloud. He will be interested in knowing his accounts, opportunities, which is getting closed, which is not getting closed, which is getting dropped. End user also, they will never have this need to have a custom button of search and use a visual force page and customize it. But if you have a situation like this, then this is the way. You can use a VF page, you can use custom controller, and you can customize the page and give an option here if you want, along with new. If you want to query on a particular object, otherwise use a global search. If you want to search for a particular, say, record or a field, use a global search.
Okay. Yes. Thanks, Amit. It's getting late for me. I have to drop the phone. You can continue.
So I think let me just show Kapil one more time the schema builder. So go to build on the left hand side, go to schema builder. So say you want to create, say, one more object, say SM student request, SM student request be the plural, go by default for rest of the things. It in reports, activities, track field history. And here you do the save, couple. Okay, so I am doing a save, so the object gets saved. And likewise, say if I choose to create custom fields here on this object, so after I am done with the entering of the field name, the field type, etc., so there is a save button, right? So say suppose here I want to create a, say, email, right? So after I enter the field label, name, etc., and I do a save, it gets saved. That is where it gets saved, and then you can just simply close the schema. Got it?
Yes. Yes. I thought after from this screen, do you mean where do you go to save it?
No, no, no. You just save it then and there, and then you just close the schema builder. Okay. All right, guys. So thank you so much for joining in.
I'm sure you enjoyed learning from this video. Please like the video, and if you have any doubts regarding this video, please comment us in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more such informative videos. Do look out for other related videos in our playlist. For more information, visit our website now. Keep learning with Intellipaat.